FYI, 40 states they've filed antitrust lawsuits against Facebook. Antitrust, for those of you that don't know, that's when a company gets too big and they have to basically break it up. And so this is very good news in 40 states. This is because this organization's become, it's not a free market basically, and Google's just become this oligopoly with the other companies like Google, and it's not a good deal basically. So I just want to bring that to your attention briefly.
Yeah, the origin of the antitrust suits goes back to, amongst others, the steel corporations and some of what they referred to as the robber barons in the early days of the United States. And they effectively destroyed competition by becoming so big that it was decided that they needed to be dismantled. Now, the rabid capitalists, the extreme capitalists said this is terrible, it's wrong. But it's got nothing to do with capitalism as a system. This is mercantilism. This is ownership of the entire setup.
Yeah.
And so antitrust laws are necessary.
Yeah.
And Bill Whittle, if you haven't heard of Bill Whittle, is an excellent US political commentator. He makes the point that when you use the term generically, then it's got to a point of dominance. For example, he held up a Band-Aid and said, this is a Band-Aid, but it's not actually. It's an adhesive sanitary strip. But Band-Aid is the brand that Johnson & Johnson owns, so it becomes that common. So when we say Google it to find out something else, it's now become part of common parlance, the vernacular. It's an indication of the dominance of an organisation. And even Whittle, who's a huge enemy of antitrust laws, understands that even he has now got to the point where he understands that when a corporation is so large that it in itself, to again borrow the words from the US Declaration of Independence, has become destructive to the ends of the people, then something must be done. And antitrust laws are great. There's no problem with those at all.
Yeah, absolutely. On the topic